Diamond, and everybody in
Wait, I didn't record it. You have to say it again.
I got to say all those good things again. This is Debbie Wetzler. My goodness, what a pain in the rear end she.
Exactly.
Debbie and I have been dear friends for a very, very long time, and she's the angel that brought me this gift to Sia, and I'm very grateful forever. And she knows how grateful I am for both health reasons and financial reasons, everything. And we are your upline Triple Diamond Ambassador Diamonds, and we're both in Maryland right now. I'm in Scottsdale in the home of Bruce and Barbara Albert here. They're platinums out here, about to go diamond probably in about 2 weeks. I don't want to put pressure on you.
20 minutes till Barbara makes the right calls.
Yeah, that's right. Well, with the Philippines opening, I think things will go quick. But we put this call together every week, and we're glad that you're here, and we hope that you invite your downline, your teams to be on the call, because it's a chance for us all to get together every week and meet the new people and gather. When we're out on our own every day, every week, and we're not connected with each other, it can be a little lonely sometimes when you know about a breakthrough and you're trying to bring it to people's attention, and sometimes they're not so receptive to the idea. It's nice to know that there are other people that already know what this does, this miracle, this science-based miracle does, and we go through the same ups and downs, the victories, the lows, the rejection, but we all know that everybody we know is going to know about this breakthrough. Whether they're open to it now or not, they're going to know about it later, right? And we know that everybody you know is going to know about this. And so we want to help you. We want to meet you. We want to meet your team. We want to help everybody succeed who wants to succeed in this business. This is a business of caring. It's a business of love. This is not a business of hey, I can sell you this product cheaper than the guy down the street. This car, this wallpaper hanger, whatever it is. This is something that changes people's lives. And we all need wallpaper and we need cars, right? But I think we need ourselves. We want to live healthfully and thrive. And that's what we have. We have this gift. So the people that just want the product, we want them to know what this does. We want them on it. We want to help them. But the people who want the business, who want a better life for themselves, whether it's having more freedom, time freedom, more money freedom, more passion, being excited about what they're doing every day and being jacked up the way I've been for the past 6 years on this, and Debbie for even a little bit long, about 7 years. We want to help you. And that's what this is about. We give you some guidance here on this call. So today's a special day because we just got off of a Global Diamond call. And what we've been waiting for a very long time, Asia really, really opening. And opening that whole section of the world, which is a huge, huge market. The huge announcements happened today, and Debbie is going to go through all that. I'm not going to go through it. I will just tell you that if you are new to ASEA and you've just joined recently, know that this is a very, very exciting time. We've known it's been coming for a while, but if you've ever done network marketing or you have not, companies go through a growth curve. And most companies, as they start, they never make it to their third year, right? And 90% never make it to the fifth year. Over 90% never make it to the fifth year, right? Well, we're in our 8th year, and we've been growing like this, and we knew that the top was going to blow off this thing, and it is happening right now. And you're going to see this curve go like this. So when Debbie talks about Asia, I can tell you this. I didn't know anybody in Asia. I have a pretty big business in Asia, and it's about to become monstrous. And this is just in these 5 countries. I have a few, right? Thailand, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, and the Philippines. Well, this is the beginning. South Korea's coming. Japan's coming. Indonesia coming. Mainland China's going to come. We're so at the beginning. So I hope that everything you hear tonight, if you are motivated and coachable, you take everything that Debbie says and everything that's shared here very, very seriously. Because there's only a beginning once. Will this opportunity be here in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? Absolutely, it will be here. But there's only a beginning when we go through this jump where if you put the effort in now, and maybe you make some sacrifices, maybe you got to deal with some rejection, but go through the calls to people and find the people who are receptive to this product for health help, to the business, and some of them are going to be receptive to the health first and come business later. Just get it out to everybody you know, because one day they're going to bring it to you, right? And you're going to say, oh, I'm in this. I knew about this back in 2018. Don't let that happen. We've got a gift, and I hope you don't forsake it. You appreciate it. If you have an interest in making money and helping people, if you just want help, then learn about the product and share it with a few people or give us referrals. But we are building a massive, massive business around the world, and we're so glad that you're on our team.
So did you have a product testimonial with your golf game today, David, for us? Were you more flexible?
I have oh my God, I put it on all over the place. But I have one I just got from a professional basketball player. Gus Williams, those of you who are old enough know he was an all-star. He played on the championship Seattle Supersonics. He was on the championship Washington Bullets, an all-star. Got him some product, and he said, I'm not sleeping better. I drank 2 cases. I'm not sleeping better. He goes, but that gel, oh my God, that gel. I woke up and he said a hip replacement a while back, and he woke up at night sometimes, wakes up and he's just in agony. And I told him 100 times, put the gel where you had pain. I mean, it's like, put it on. And so he said, David, I woke up in the middle of the night. I was in agony and it was going to be up all night. I put the stuff on it. That stuff works. I'm like, no kidding. That happens 9 out of 10 times, Gus. So in the car, while I didn't want to be going to dinner, all you can eat sushi now. I didn't want to be on the car talking on this call with all the noise and everything, but I am going to call Gus Williams back and get that guy signed up. So there's my product testimonial for today.
There you go. You had to be good for 2 things tonight, David.
That's it. Debbie,
no, that's great.
Much. I love you.
All right. Love you too. Have fun eating sushi.
Plenty.
My chicken soup with vegetables.
I'll take pictures. Jewish penicillin.
I'll take my picture too.
All right.
Good night. So welcome to the team. We have a lot of our leaders here on our team call. We have associates, and we have people who are brand new that may just be looking and seeing what our team looks like. And we want to welcome everybody here. And I'd like to say thank you for all the leaders for everything that you're doing out there. And I do want to particularly just say, because I just did a little live feature film on ASEA United today about really stepping up and being a leader. And if you take your job seriously about sharing this, that's what you do. And there are a couple of people, and I'm not going to name names or anything, who had been over this weekend, and I had some unusual things happening this weekend. And they asked me to send them particular links. And I have to say that I couldn't do it. I just wasn't available to do it. And I was very proud that they both found those links, because I saw that they had then gone ahead and registered. I just want to say thank you for stepping up into your power and finding what you needed to find without me sending a link. Because as I said in my video, when you've got thousands of people and a lot of people are asking you for different things, it becomes very hard, and you end up not being able to do your business. You're doing this minutia stuff. So I'm very proud of the leaders who stepped up and did what they did. And I want to thank everybody for taking this seriously, because, as David said, this is one of the biggest things I have ever seen. And I hope you all feel the same way. And if you're in it to share it and make it your business in whatever capacity, part-time or full-time, this is a good time to start. We've proven ourselves. We've got the sign. We've got everything that you would ever need. Now it's just up to you. So with that, I would love to, and if anybody, for the new people, I like to have testimonials, and I didn't reach out to anybody. That's why I asked David. Does anyone else have a testimonial that they'd like to share very quickly? It can be about you or somebody you've been working with. And if not, that's okay. We hear testimonials every day.
Deb, I'll just tell you, I got my source. It was Thursday or Friday.
Uh-huh.
And I'm in a class today, and my balance was a lot better. It was shocking.
Oh, really? You're balanced.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So-
great.
Just thought I'd share that.
Thanks. We've been hearing a lot of really good things about Source, and just being on it for a few days and being able to really feel the difference.
I'm loving it. The first time I took it with a Sia like Sandra did, and I didn't quite get the charge she did, but I did feel something running through my body.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it was racing.
That is wonderful. And if you want a really good background about all the ASEA products, I listened to Raydoon Bond today on Trisha's newsletter. She had a "Did you know" about Raydoon Bond, and if you go there and click on that link, she is excellent, and she's got quite a background, and she goes through all the ASEA products and what she sees, and all the live blood cell testing that she's seen, and what this does for your blood, and everything that I say to people, because I still have people that say, few people that say they really don't feel much of anything. And I go, well, I know it's working on your blood. So be sure and look at the, hopefully you've all signed up for Trisha's newsletter so you get all the information.
I had a good little testimonial from a gentleman who is in his early 70s, and he had an issue on his actually right knuckle with some replicating cells that he did not want. And he said he's been having an issue there for 3 years, and he tried Renew on it, not really thinking it would do anything, but he was doing it as a trial, and within a couple days it was totally gone, and he canceled his dermatologist appointment because he's like, this is all I need.
Wow. Fantastic. Thanks, Melinda.
Debbie, I've got a testimonial if you have time for it.
Sure.
This is Dave Doder.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, how are you?
It's I'm always looking for people. Go ahead.
I'm going to read this. I guess I can use Western titled situations on a team call, can I? Can't I?
Yes, I don't think there's anybody here who shouldn't be here.
Okay. So this is from a fellow that, talk about God who works in mysterious ways. This is a guy I did not know. I won't get into all the details, but took him to the airport. He is a private jet pilot, and he and his co-pilot flew into St. George to top off with some gas, and they decided to have lunch. Well, anyway, I happened to hear them needing a ride to the airport, and so I took him. During the trip, he asked me what I did. I talked about ASEA, and he said, well, I've got a wife with stage 4 cancer. Do you think it would help her? And I said, well, I told her about some people I knew who had had some similar situations. And I said, can't hurt. I sent him some video links. He looked at them, called back, decided to try the product. We bumped her dosage up a little bit. This is what he wrote me here in the middle of March. We wanted to update you on Sarah Jane's recent oncology visit that ends from this past Thursday. For the past 2.5 years, her tumor markers have been climbing out of control, 50+ points each visit. Her treatments had lost their effectiveness at controlling the disease. She started with ASEA about 5 or 6 weeks ago. The last visit, the rate of increase had dropped by 50%.
Wow.
It was the first ray of hope we've had in a couple of years. Our hope is that on the next visit in early May, we yield an even greater reduction in the rate of increase, or fingers crossed, a decrease in our tumor markers. For
Wow.
now, we remain cautiously optimistic, and we're planning on increasing our order this month as you suggested. I talked to them, if they're going to do higher therapeutic doses for 3 months, they just as well get that special 14 case deal, you know, that saves so much money.
Sure, absolutely.
Done, and I'm anxious to hear what happens in May. But talk about how God works in funny ways. What you might consider several coincidences there that we happen to meet, and you know the coincidence of all that. And he asked the right question, and he happened to get me, and I talked about ASEA, and on and on and on. And I just truly believe this is a product from God, and it
Absolutely.
manifests itself frequently with stories like this for people who had no hope and all of a sudden are regaining their life again.
They do. Yeah, absolutely, Dave. What a beautiful story. And I know I've I've mentioned this before. Do you know about the 2 ounces every 2 hours?
No.
Okay. There's a man under.
I've put them on 8 ounces 3 times a day was what I was doing, but
Well, there was a man up in Montana who was working with Chuck and Tammy Gates underneath them. Anyway, he had talked to the doctors and scientists, I'll just put it that way. And they'd come up with that. And he's helped over 40 people with stage 4.
2 ounces
Very
every.
successfully, I'll put it that way.
What's that protocol again?
2 ounces every 2 hours from 8 in the morning till 10 at night. It's about a half a bottle a day. But if you're adding it every 2 hours, the redox are fresh. They go right to where they're needed. They do their work. That they're premium like that.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll pass that on.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how comfortable that protocol would be, from a timing point of view, but when you're in that kind of a situation, I think you make it
Absolutely.
works.
Yeah. I would make it work.
So, anyway, thank you.
Sure, Dave. Thank you for that testimonial. That's a beautiful one.
Hey, Debbie, Mike Weiner, how are you?
I'm good.
Hey, I had some personal stuff I was going through over the weekend, and I was thinking about the event in Rockville, and I got on the phone yesterday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, made a bunch of calls. I booked 3 straight people and 3 consecutive calls, did 3 three-way calls with David today, and I'm ecstatic. I've got a top sales rep with a U.S. Health Advisors coming in from Philadelphia to the event in Rockville. And we talked to a chiropractor. David and I are going to be getting together with him in the next week or so. And I've got an IT business owner that just joined my networking group who's been referring people to me left and right, and he's cleared his schedule. So my testimonial is the power of decision. It doesn't matter where you're at. It was like Saturday, I spent a couple hours figuring out what do I need to do. And I got on the phone, made the calls, had the excitement, kind of vintage Mike Weiner energy, and I got David on the calls, and I'm ecstatic. I've got 2 people coming, and I know he's away, so I may be reaching out to you tomorrow for some others. But that's my inspiring testimonial for anyone who's, down the dirt a little bit or something, someone's pissed them off or whatever. We can get back up and go make it happen. So that's mine for the night.
Absolutely. And magic of 3 ways and all that kind of stuff it's perfect.
Yep.
Perfect, Mike. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, now I'm going to share just briefly. I'm going to give congratulations, and I'm going to share my screen to show you who has gone up in rank this week. And we continue to have rank advancements every single week, which is great. And I'll be expecting probably a lot more coming up with all these openings. But so we have Paula Young-Hans, who went director, and we have Evelyn Yeo, and we have Rosalind Coe, all went director this week, which is great. They're sharing, and they've shared with at least 2 people. We have Brana Graydon, director 300, Candice Lum, who went director 300, Tan Lee Chu, director 300, and Jennifer Pell, who went director 300. And for director 700, we have Marty Rollins, Brad Shallow, Irene Wu, and that's it. So I want to congratulate everybody on the team for their rank advancements and going up in rank. And I look forward to seeing all of your successes very soon. So I'm going to go over, I'm going to share my screen again in just 1 second, and I'm going to show you guys what's happening over in Asia and the openings and stuff. And some of you might not be affected quite yet, but I can guarantee you the Asian community is something that you will probably have in your organization at some point pretty soon, because you may not know anybody, just like I didn't, but somebody you know knows somebody, and that's what happens. And so, as I said in my email message to all of you, there are still so many people in the U.S., in Canada, in Europe, in Australia, New Zealand, and South America. Nobody knows about ASEA still yet, really, in the scheme of things. There's 7 billion people out there. What do we have? 300,000 that may be using the product? That's like a not even a drop in the bucket. So there's plenty of opportunities still, but with Asia opening, that just creates more awareness in the world about what this is. So it's literally going to help everybody, even if you don't have somebody in Asia yet. But just keep it in mind for when you're going out. Ask your friends if they have Asian friends. My whole neighborhood is Asian. I could go out my front door and probably meet somebody. So anyway, let me show you what we learned on the Global Diamond Call today, and I'll share my screen, and then we will welcome new people to the phone call. So I'll get to pictures. So, and these were screenshots because they haven't sent us the slides yet. So apologies that they're not perfect, but anyway, they told us to take them. The pre-launch events for Hong Kong, Singapore, and Bangkok have already been announced. So you guys might know about them. And I can send the photos out to the whole team if they want them. So they can just have these. So you don't have to take screenshots of a screenshot. But anyway, Hong Kong will be opening Saturday, April 21st, 4 p.m. local time, and I'll go over what they're going to cover. Tyler, Chuck Funky, Jerem Webb, and Carl Anderson are all going to be there for these first 3 Asian events, definitely. Singapore is April 23rd, 10 p.m. local time at the Singapore Expo Center. And Bangkok, Thailand will be April 28th at 4 p.m. local time. And the addresses are all there. And they have absolutely said, everybody, if you've got anybody in these countries, make sure that they are registered to get to this event, because the events are going to be sold out. And they have made the events as big as possible, but they're not huge. So if you've got people in these areas, please make sure that you are getting them to register immediately, right? So they're going to, the purpose of the pre-launch events is to introduce people to ASEA through our corporate. So they're going to get the integrity, the ethos, everything that we got when we went to one of our big meetings, the commitment to the market, how they are determined to get everything working in right order, and any of the problems hammered out, and they've got lots of stuff that they've already accomplished. So that the commitment to the market, that they'll be there. Recognition of associates, because there, of course, have been associates working over there who have already made diamond and, you know, all kinds of levels over there. And they're going to do training in business and the product. So an overview of agenda is the first half of the meeting will be the introduction. They'll talk about the founding story. So the genesis of ASEA, the vision, mission, values, and strategies of ASEA, the opportunity and the commitment to Asia. And the second half of the meeting will be the recognition, training, culture, and ethos of ASEA. So they're going to cover a lot in these meetings, and you'll want your people there if you've got them. So again, make sure that they have gone to register. Singapore, they're going to do the same thing, the introduction, commitment to market and recognition of associates. And here's the overview of that agenda. So from 5 to 6, they'll do registration. 6 to 7 will be mix and mingle. 7 to 10 will be the event meeting. And again, they're going to go over the founding stories, the vision, mission, strategies, values, all that kind of stuff. So they'll be going over the same thing, just in a different time frame in Singapore. Now, the Philippines is what's new and what's coming up. And we've been waiting for the Philippines. There's about 10 huge, strong lines that are in the Philippines, kind of waiting for them to be officially open. So they have secured the license to operate in the Philippines. So now they can legally conduct an MLM business in the Philippines. The product registration should be in the third quarter. So the product is not quite, they put in for it right after they got their license to operate. They have to wait for that. So that should be somewhere in the third quarter. There are special arrangements now for all ASEA products to be imported and stored at the local distribution warehouse in the country. That will make a huge difference. because ASEA will be dealing with all the customs and the VATs and all that kind of stuff. Now these products can finally be shipped to the Philippine people to their homes, and they won't have to deal with customs or any of that stuff. They will just pay the price and have it shipped just like you and I do, where we are in the United States. That's going to make a huge difference to people. So their pre-market development phase, they're going to have their official launch on April 26th, their official opening. So what will change on April 26th in the Philippines? Again, all Asia products, ASEA products, ordered will ship from the new ASEA product distribution warehouse in Manila in the Philippines, directly to the associates and customers that transition from a limited ASEA Global Reach back office to a full back office. The Global Reach back office hasn't been telling anybody anything, unfortunately. And so now they'll have a full back office. So they'll be able to see where they are on the tree. They'll be able to see all their reports. They'll be able to see everything. That'll be switched over. Transition to a full smart wallet commission payment solution. So just see, in case you're not aware, all of the smart wallet Visa cards that you get globally, they're all in US dollars. So that's nothing new. It may or may not work in a specific country for them, but they will be able to have their money go directly into their bank accounts, which is what most people do anyway. And the will call pickup will be offered from the local Manila ASEA office. So if people want to go there and pick up their product, they'll be able to do this. So this, again, will be a huge difference. What won't change is that all product pricing and commissions will still be in the US dollar until the product is registered. They will still just be accepting Visa and MasterCard credit cards. They'll be able to do some other things when they get their product registered. It'll still be NFR, not for resale. Order limits of 2 cases per order will be in place, and that includes on auto ship. They'll only be able to get 2 cases there until the product is registered, but at least people can do business and they can get their products. The shipping pricing will remain the same, again, until they get their products registered, and they'll have limited marketing tools available. So they'll be waiting for that. They hope to have everything in place by August. Here's the office in Manila in the Philippines, and there's the crew so far. our ASEA corporate crew over in the Manila office. And it's a beautiful office, it looks like. And the pre-launch event in the Philippines will be August of 2018. The details will be announced within the coming few weeks of where it's going to be and what's going to be happening.
Hey, Debbie, will you just go back 2 slides for a hot second?
A hot second. Like I said, I can send these out because my screenshots, you can even see the lines of my computer on there. But so if you don't want to take a picture, I'll send these out to you guys. It's fine.
Okay, thanks.
The Taiwan pre-launch opening is this coming Thursday, April the 12th. I just said August, sorry. What's going to be available at pre-launch? All the products are available except for Source. Source is going to take a while probably to get into different countries, definitely. The product is going to be shipped out of a new in-country ASEA distribution warehouse. Right now, they've been shipping through TransASEA, and the shipping cost has been astronomical. So now, as of tomorrow, as of 4 o'clock today, well, you'll see that in a second, they'll be shipping using another method. So now they'll be in local currency, new Taiwan dollars, pricing and commissions. It'll all be in Taiwan. A new lower flat rate shipping, which is phenomenal. Wait till you see it. And the collections will be Visa and MasterCard. So this was in 4 different stages when we saw it. They have a flat rate shipping now. So if you get 1 case of ASEA, this is in Taiwan dollars. It looks very expensive there. It's a 300, however you say it, Taiwan dollar amount for flat shipping. So now the cost of a case is 45 Taiwan dollars. you can order a 14 case pack over there and still pay that $300. So think of what that will save them in money when they're ordering cases like that. So now it'll be $42.8. Of course, the lighter products, the Renew 28 or the Renew Advanced, the flat rate shipping is $160. So if you order 4 tubes of Renew 28, it becomes 4,600 Taiwan dollars. But you can order 32 tubes of Renew 28 and still pay the 160 flat rate price and get it for 35,680. Pretty sweet for Taiwan. So they won't be paying those exorbitant shipping costs anymore. And that will all include the VAT and stuff. So they'll just be ordering product and getting it, basically, and paying one flat rate. And that started today at 4. Any orders placed after today at 4. So effective immediately, all Taiwan product orders, including auto ship orders, will be processed through our new Taiwan shipping partner and will be shipping on Monday, April 16th. That's when they're going to get shipped to accounts with an updated Taiwan shipping address. To update your Taiwan shipping address, which every Taiwan person, so if you've got anybody in Taiwan, you have to go in and tell them to update their shipping addresses. There will be a pop-up window when you log into your virtual office, and they were launching that within the next 48 hours, or you need to complete the application form with a valid ID. And the product orders will be placed between now and launch, Monday, April 9th, will be processed through the new Taiwan shipping partner and assessed a $10 handling fee, and that's it. So, and will call order pickup will be available at the new ASEA Taiwan office at the end of April. So they'll be able to go in and to the office and pick it up if they live close by. So available at this pre-launch, commissions paid in local currency through a full smart wallet solution. So now they'll be using their own money finally. Local bank transfers, they'll be able to do that. That's all set up and complete. The peg rate to convert commission will be paid at 31 new Taiwan dollars to $1 USD. That's the conversion rate. The US dollar Visa commission cash card will still be available, but not many people in Taiwan use American currency, so that probably won't be real good for them. The smart wallet platform in English to start, but the Chinese translation is in development. The rest of the back office has already been converted. You can go right now to Chinese. The marketing tools available in China will be a full back office, all in Chinese, the replicated site, all in Chinese, physical starter kit, all in Chinese. Here is their physical starter kit. They will be getting this, which will have a welcome letter, a success guide, the application form, and compensation plan, and a sample tube of Renew 28. So this is what their kit looks like, and it will be all in Chinese for them to read. Here is the Taiwan office, which is very impressive. There's the actual address. The local office hours will be 10 to 8:30 p.m. Here's their contact telephone numbers. You'll walk in. This is all an area that holds up to 50 people for the opportunity meeting. This is a wall that can be removed, a temporary wall, and you can have about 100 people in this whole area here. This is a lobby where they can come in and sit. These will all be computers where they can come in and sit and place orders. Here is a little section down here where VIPs can come and meet with network marketing people or somebody of high influence, and they can have their own private meetings in here. So if you go in, and then of course this is where everybody will be working over on this side. So it's and it's in a very, very, very nice section of Taiwan, in Taipei, basically. So here's what the office looks like. They're very excited that it's open and running. Here's the Taiwan branch, and again, there's all the local office hours and the contact information and everything. So they expect it to be very, very busy because they will have to take their valid ID, government ID, and they have to take a copy of that, and they have to bring that to the office in order to be able to transition their account over to Taiwan. And that's what this states. The Taiwan FTC requirements include a signed application form and a copy of the government ID to be mailed or dropped off at the new Asia Taiwan office. Existing associates will have until Friday, April 20th to provide this information. If they don't, commissions will be held until the paperwork is received. If paperwork has not been received within 30 days, the account will be suspended. So again, if you have Taiwan people and they live in Taiwan and they need to convert, make sure you tell them to convert by April 20th, which gives you about 11 days. If you are Taiwan and you live in the United States or Canada or any place else, and that's your primary residence, you don't need to do anything. And you can switch it and have it shipped to Taiwan still. And leave your address where it is, in wherever, United States, Canada, Europe, wherever you are. And you can change it. But if you are in Taiwan, you need to bring this stuff in and change it. The email has already gone out. I saw it, and they put May on it to begin with, and I was texting them when they did the correction. So the email was already sent out to everybody. I will pass it on, I guess, just to the Diamonds and the Taiwan Associates in Chinese, communicating on how the Taiwan pre-launch opening, how to do business in Taiwan guide, and a Taiwan product price list. So again, when their pre-launch event is, and again, Tyler, they're all going, Charles, Jerem, Justin Wilson this time also, and Carl Anderson will be Saturday, June 23rd from 12 to 6 p.m. And it will be at the International Convention Building downtown, close to Taipei. So that will be a huge event. Again, if you have associates, tell them to pre-register. They've already got the place, and get signed up for that. And that's the end of those slides. So before I stop sharing, does anybody have any questions?
I came on late, Debbie, it's Pam, because I had a meeting. So you'll send these in email for me?
I'll send them to the whole team.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's exciting what's happening there. I'm sure Carl's probably almost dead at this point. He's been over there. He's been over in Taiwan now for 2 weeks trying to help them get this open. He's been away from his family more than he's been with them now. And he is very excited to have this finally be open. And they've decided not to open any of the countries this year. They're going to get everything settled in every country, IT all systems all done, all this kind of stuff. Everything that we need to have done should be smooth and running. And then they'll start going into other countries. So don't be expecting too many others this year, at least. And just be excited about the new products coming out, at convention. And they might have some new announcements then too. We don't know of what they're planning to do in 2019. So that'll be cool. So now I'd like to take a few minutes and welcome anybody new to our team phone call. And then we'll have questions.
Can I just make a quick note? In case people couldn't read your slides, Taiwan, the office closes at 6:30. It's at 18:30. So in case they're just taking it in from hearing it, I just wanted to let you know.
Right. 18:30 is military time. So like I said, I'll be passing him on. I took as good a shot as I could take. And
Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
Hey, do you have anything on the Thailand's meeting, the schedule?
I think it was in the first slide.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Okay. Like I said, I'm going to send them to everybody on the team. If you're not receiving my regular emails, I guess there's a chat bar down below and share your email address with me, and I'll make sure that you're on it. But I think most of you, from the names I'm seeing, are on it. Okay. All right. I will write that down before it goes away. All right. So does anybody have anyone new on the team phone call tonight? I was hoping somebody would speak while I'm writing this down.
I don't, but since nobody's speaking up, if I can preemptively share something,
Sure.
that'll take 1 second. I know most of my testimonials last forever and a year, so thanks everybody for liking them. But Abigail's, who's my daughter, if you guys don't know, both my children have seizure disorder. They actually both have asthma too, or respiratory complications. But my daughter, who when she started ASEA on her medication was having 7 to 22 seizures a week, is doing so phenomenally that not only are we hoping to look at weaning her off of medications fully this summer, her doctor really wants to do an MRI, which we don't want to do unless we absolutely have a reason. Now, in order for her to agree to weaning her off the medications and starting that process this summer, she really wanted to see her MRI. My daughter is now 4.5. And when she started taking ASEA, she was 2.5, nonverbal, and having multiple seizures a week on medication. And this is super exciting because while we do have to sedate her, the fact that her doctor is even considering this is huge. She has a lot of scarring on the frontal lobe of her brain, and we're just really intrigued to see what this is gonna show. All of us are kind of curious. When I say all of us, really, I just mean the doctor and me and anybody else that cares about her story, really. So I'll share later as we find out, because her MRI is going to be within the next month. But I'm just kind of nervous, but excited and curious, and just we'll see what happens. But this is like a few places I can fully share everything. So I just wanted to throw out that it's really, really exciting, and probably 5 years prior to when anybody thought this was going to happen for Abigail. So that's all.
Well, I'm just praying that all her scarring's gone because she's so young and she repairs so quickly. That is absolutely fantastic.
Really excited.
That is
Hi,
my passion, kids.
Hi, Shannon. I have a member who's got son with very severe seizure. And can you give an idea, like, what is the dosage like? He is 18 years old already. This person.
Shannon?
So I feel like I can never adequate. I can say is for my daughter, we started with a 1/2 ounce to 1 ounce to now. I'm kind of really wanting to get my business moving finally because I'm putting a decent amount on the credit card, but both my children take about 1 ounce to 1.5 ounces twice a day.
All right, but
so I would put
so
her at 1.5 ounces.
I would, they're young, they're much younger. So at 18, I would give them at least 4 ounces a day.
Minimally, because my kids are taking almost 3 ounces twice a day. Depending on their seizure and how frequent they are, I would recommend at least and again, this is just me. Debbie's the big guy here. But I would recommend from a mom perspective of children that have seizures, minimally 4 ounces twice a day.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Shannon. That's fabulous news. We're all
So
excited.
excited.
Absolutely. That is great. Well, does anybody else have a comment or any kind of question or anything? If nobody new is on.
Hi.
I know Sylvie announced that everybody was on their phones calling Asia people, so.
Just a little comment regarding source.
Yes.
I had I have an issue so far with, not with source, I just want to clear that, but nutrition in general get me nauseated after 10 days. Doesn't matter, whatever I find in the market, or vegetarian or vegan or whatever, and I have to stop. Well, first, this no problem. And the other thing I realized, it helped my digestion. So I find out that when I take them in the same time I'm eating, it's absolutely fabulous because my digestion is much better. And also I'm not as bloated at night. And if I do, like the other day, an excess in food, like I say, oh my God, I should not have a third time. It seems to feel much better. So I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I guess the absorption as you're getting older, those 3 fundamental enzymes who are vital for digestion, who are in the source, I guess just increase even better my absorption, therefore my digestion. So it was just, and I'm not a specialist on that, but that was a little thing I realized. Also, for anybody who knows someone in French, I'm going to have Wednesday a webinar where I'm going to have a naturopath who's going to explain why she endorsed the product and why it's so amazing. So if you know anybody in French, who speak French, I should say, not French automatically, they can be from Canada, Belgium, anywhere in the French-speaking place, so United States. Make sure to join the webinar. Also, you can join our French-speaking group. It's like the LC Cell. So you can ask Davey, any of the, I believe pretty much all the leaders are inside the group, so they can invite you into the group. And it's where we sharing testimony and document I have in French that we cannot find automatically on the back office.
What time is your webinar, Sylvie, on Wednesday? What time is your webinar on Wednesday, Sylvie?
On Thursday. You know what? I never know it by heart. Let me put it down for you. And like that, everybody will have it. It changed. I have to memorize this number. I cannot memorize everything. But I'm going to put them.
What time it was, though?
I'm sorry. It's at 8 p.m. French time, which is 11 a.m. Pacific time and 1 p.m. Eastern time.
On Wednesday or Thursday? I thought you said Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, okay.
Every Wednesday at that time, we start with the presentation.
It's at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, excuse me, 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, well, thank you. You know,
it's confusing after a while. Converting
with the time, I cannot keep track. And let me put the thing for Wednesday like that. You can. I'm sorry, I'm little slow today. I cannot remember by heart. Oh shoot. Oh.
Well, that's okay. You'll type it in a second.
Yeah, I'll type it. Let me mute myself. And
she said it was 8 o'clock at night for people in France.
Do you have it on your phone?
Well, it's also everybody's nobody's new on the phone, so they all should have the WinFrastructure, and David has put it in the WinFrastructure. So it's in your WinFrastructure papers. He's made sure to put every webinar in
Yeah,
there.
is that your Zoom, your phone number 818-335-0225?
Not at this number anymore. Let me give you the number. I have the number. It's 277-501-585. You're right. 277-501-585. Let me type it here. And like that. Okay, I did it.
Okay. All right, so that's her Zoom number, and it's at 11 Pacific AM, 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. French time. And Sylvie does a magnificent job, so thank you very much, Sylvie.
You're welcome.
Stepping up to be that leader. And just so everybody knows, this coming Saturday, we're having a big event here in the Maryland area. So if you've got anybody in Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia, DC, any of those places, David Silverman, Ivana Yu, and I will all be there along with Amy and Will Nolan. And we have some other trainers. We're having a presentation to begin with, which will not go into a heavy amount of science or anything. David will step in and do a doctor's panel and some science after that. And then I will have a little short break. And for training in the afternoon, we're going to have Genie training, social media training. We're going to have going through perseverance and adversity. We're going to have fast forward training, comp plan, build to bronze, what it looks like. And what to say to create interest for people. So it should be a really, it's going to be short bursts of training on every single subject, and we're having the local leaders step up to do that. And then it'll be all answer questions. So you can register. I've put the event up on several websites and Facebook pages, and it's on mine. It's on David's. So you can go there to register. I will also be in Virginia the week after that, and it's like a 5-hour trip down there because it's close to, if you've got anybody in Tennessee or North Carolina, they can get there. And that will be with Terry Latham, Ed Weens, and myself, along with Tom Beasley, if you guys have heard of him. He was an ex-Super Bowl player, had a phenomenal story. He played for the Redskins and the Steelers. So he'll be there also. That's where he lives, in that area. In May, Los Cobos is coming up. Congratulations again to everybody who made that trip. And then there'll be a big event in Denver on May 12th, I'm sorry, in May now. So if you've got anybody in Denver, the Bucks will be there. Karen Riley will be there. I'll be there. Alyssa Favreau will be there. So we're doing some millennial stuff too. And then Jackie and I will be traveling down to Albuquerque and helping Bobby Martin with that one, with Karen Riley again. So if you've got anybody in those areas, I'll be the traveling woman, and I'm happy to greet them, get their questions answered, get them signed up underneath you. So please, if you know anybody in these areas in the United States, let me know about it, and I'll be happy to. And I don't know David's schedule. He'll be back this week, and then I don't know where he's going. He's doing a big event in Charlottesville, though, on it'll be when I'm gone, so that's in May. I'm not sure of the date. If anybody in Charlottesville knows that.
Debbie, I think it's Sarah. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Sarah.
I think the dates for Charlottesville are June 22nd and 23rd because it's when you're in Ecuador.
Ah, okay. June 22nd. And I know for the Rockville area.
It's the Saturday.
Okay. The 23rd. The Thursday night before that, Karen will be in our area in Rockville, I guess. And she'll be doing a Thursday night event. And then going to Charlottesville. So That's how we're booked out. And Pourquoi ASIA Redux is a secret page if you want to be in that one. And you can request that, and I guess I'm one of the people in there that can add you to it. All these group pages in Facebook. And someone wants to come with me. Good, I could use a traveling companion. All right, does anybody have any other comments or questions? Dave Barker
Debbie?
before he falls asleep.
Debbie, what was the secret page you just mentioned?
Pourquoi ASIA Redux.
Okay,
It's the
danke.
French page.
Pourquoi.
And it's up in the chat bar. Down at the bottom of, when you hold your cursor over the box of people that you're seeing, at the bottom it says chat. If you click on that, you'll see the chat bar.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, and you'll see everything that's everybody's posted so far. So, and I'm going to write down Sylvie's number.
As well, you can save the chat as well.
You can save it?
You can save it onto your computer where it says more.
Yeah.
Then you can go to more and you can save the chat, and it puts it into a Zoom document under your documents.
Oh, save chat. Okay. Well, anybody want me to save the chat? I've got too much stuff on my computer right now. Everybody look at the chat before we end. Take what you want. Anyway, all right. Well, if nobody else has anything to say, thank you all for attending. We love coming here every Monday, being with all of you. I will be sending out those slides that I just took shots of in case you do have anybody in the Asia area. And otherwise, let me know what you need help with, and I'll be here. Bye, Amy. Bye, Sharona. So you're here.
Bye, Debbie. Thank you for everything you do for us.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Debbie.
Love everyone.
Debbie.
Thank you, Debbie.
Appreciate
Bye, everybody. Have a good week.
Thank you, Katie. Good
All
night,
right.
everyone. Thank you, Debbie.
Night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, good night, Debbie.
Good night. Good night, Alex.
Good night.
Brady Bunch.
Bye-bye.
Good night, John Boy.
Or
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, John Boy. Pearl doesn't watch TV. She doesn't even know what that means.
I did when I was a kid.
Good night, Pearl Boy.
Yeah. Good night, Teddy Bear.
Yeah, exactly. If anybody heard the charge up call today, somebody told Pearl she was like her teddy bear. Like, now I've heard.
Oh my God.
Now what?
I was rolling. I was laughing so hard with that one.
Me too.
I should bring a teddy bear to convention just for.
You should. Like a really big one.
Always stress me.
Go to BJ's or Costco and get those super huge ones for $40. The ones that I tell my children, no, I'm not going to buy you that. Get that one.
When I go on stage as a diamond, I'll bring a teddy bear up with me.
No, I think you should just dress in a teddy bear suit. Forget the.
Amazon has them on sale for $30 this week.
Oh, there you go.
I'll put a little crown on your head.
Okay. Well, as long as I don't have to wear Gertie shoes. I'd rather wear a teddy bear suit than Gertie shoes.
No, we won't dress you up like a fairy princess.
Oh, yeah.
You can have a teddy bear. You can have a teddy bear tutu, though. That would be sweet.
Oh, Ducky, you're getting
Bye,
better.
Shannon.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Getting better and better. I can't wait to see you.
You're quite the leader.
Hey, you gotta have fun.
Hey.
It's like the Lake Club. Normally I click leave meeting.
Exactly.
what I'm missing out on?
No, this is when the good stuff starts.
Hey, Sharon.
There you go.
And I whip
I
out
need
my
a drink.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.